So what I'm going to do here is I made one, and here's two, and I'm just going to make a chain. 7, 8, 9, 10. You can do as many as you want, but I like the rim of my hat to be pretty long because I like the way how it's tight over my forehead and my ears. So I made 10. I think I'm going to add 5 more for 15. 3, 4, 5. So I have 15. And now I'm just going to chain 1, and I'm going to go into this next chain, not the one I'm in now, but the next one. So I know that I'm going to have 15 stitches. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a single crochet in each stitch all the way around. So I'm going to go into the stitch, and I just go through one and bring it up, take my yarn through, and that is a single crochet. So I'm going to go all the way to the end. This yarn is really nice and thick, and it's very soft. And I'll have to show you the hat and the scarf together when I'm finished, because the scarf is absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to go all the way to the last stitch. So this is the rim of the hat. So it's going to go like this on your head. It's not going to go around your head. So I'm going in the last stitch now. So we're doing single crochets. So I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to turn my work. Now I want to go in the back loops only. So this is a repeat row where we're just going to go back and forth, and we're always going to go into the back loops. So go into your back loops. So this is a really dark yarn. Pull some. So if you look at it, you can see this is the top of it. There's kind of like little loop V's. Don't go into both of them. You're just going to go in the back. And you're just going to do a single crochet. And like I said, this is a repeat row. So I'm just going to keep going back and forth. So when I get to the end, I'm going to chain 1 and turn. And I'm just going to keep going back and forth until this is the width of my head. So you could make a child's hat. You just stop going back and forth when it gets to the size of the head you're making it for. So you don't have, you can make, this is like this as long as you want. It's a really nice simple stitch. So I'm coming to the end again. Here's the last one. I'm going to go in. You know, when I come to the end, I'm going to go through both loops so that it will give it a little bit, it'll be a little bit more sturdy on the ends. So I'm going to chain 1 and turn, and then I'm going to go in the back loops again. And you can see it's going to give you a ridge. And when it gives you a ridge, it's going to be real flexible when it goes over your head. So just keep going back and forth until it gets this way, how big you want it to go on the head. So I went back and forth in the back loops, and I went back and forth a total of 60 times. So my hat is a pretty good length. So I'm going to sew these two sides together, and then I'll start going back and forth to make the top of my hat. If you want to stop here, you could use this as a warmer for your ears. But I want to make a hat because this is going to go with the scarf that I made that I'm donating to the homeless. Okay, so So I have my last stitch here into both loops. I'm going to grab my two ends. I'm going to put them together. And this is the bottom, and I'm just going to go in through the one loop, going through this loop right here, which is the one that I'm working in right now. I'm going to grab this and bring it through, pull it tight. So I'm going to go into each loop, and then I'm going to go to the back loop. I'm going to go into the front loop only of the back one, and I'm going to do a slip stitch. So I'm going to go into this one loop here, go into the front stitch here, bring it through, and do a slip stitch. So I went back and forth 60 times, which is going to be big enough for an adult, but I wanted it to maybe be just a little extra big since everybody's head is different. Maybe they want to wear another cap with it. It's really pretty. I love this Premier yarn. You can hear my little dog Jackie's down there rolling in the carpet. He's pretty happy with himself. He got a haircut, and he got to play outside today. It was really nice here in Des Moines, Iowa today. It's been really hot and muggy here. So this scarf really did work up really quick. I'm going to wash it up in the washer, and then I'll probably put it in my bag, but I definitely want to wash this first. I do have 6 cats and my little palm, so I have a lot of hair. Alrighty, I'm going to chain 1, pull it through, and this will be my outside. It looks really good. My seam came out really good. Now I'm going to do the top of the hat. So we're going to be going in a round circle. So we could do just about any pattern you want. So the first row is going to be a single crochet, so we can make our foundation. You can see here, I'm going to go in here, right where this little line is. You can see it coming out. I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to go where you can see this again. So those are the spots that I'm going to be going into. That way I know that that I'm going to have the correct number of stitches, and it will make it, see, here it is here, and then you go in here, and it just makes it easy when you're going around. Kind of gives you like just little places that you can look for to go in. Coming to the end here, and I go in here to this chain 1, and I'm going to do a slip stitch, and it looks really good. This color really blends really nicely. So you can see that my rim here is really high. You can make it shorter, you can make a small one if you wanted a small one. I like to have a big one, and I really like the way it covers my ears and it grips to my head. So that's my personal preference. I'm going to chain 2, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a double crochet. In each one double crochet in each stitch all the way around. It's going to look really nice. So go ahead and go all the way around. I went all the way around with my double crochet, and I'm going to connect it here to the top of this chain, the second loop, and I'm going to slip stitch. Now I'm going to go around in a single crochet, and I'm only going to go in the back loops. So I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to just go into the next one, and I'm going to go into the back loops only, and I'm going to do a single crochet all the way around. You can see the hat's getting pretty tall, and as you go, if you want, you can try it on your head if you'd like. So go ahead and go all the way around. So I did a back single crochet all the way around, and you can see how it makes this really cute little lip here. So I'm just going to go into the top of that single that I did 1 chain, so I went into that, and now I'm going to chain 2, and I'm going to do a double crochet all the way around. I did put this on my head to see how it looked, and it's getting to the point where I think after this one we can start decreasing, but I want to make a little bit of a pattern on it. So I'm going to do a double crochet, and I'm going to go into both loops, and in the next stitch I'm going to do a triple. So you wrap your yarn around twice, and I'm not going to go into this one, but I'm going to go into the front loop of the last row, and I'm going to pull it through. I want to make sure that there is, that it's not real tight. I'm not pulling on it. Take it through 2, take it through 2, take it through 2. So now I'm going to have a nice little design here. So I'm going to do a double crochet in the next one, and then and when you do your double crochet, you want to make sure you don't go into this stitch. So I'm going to yarn over twice, and I'm not going to go into this stitch, but I'm going to go into the front loop of the last row, go through 2, go through 2, go through 2, and you can see you're going to have a nice little pattern right there. I'm going to do a double crochet in the next, and I'm just going to continue to do this all the way around. So we're going to do a triple crochet, yarn over twice. You're not going to go into this one, you're going to go into the one below, the front loop of the last row, grab it, pull it through, take it through 2, take it through 2, take it through 2. And your next one is going to be a double crochet. Make sure you don't go into that one that you're in front of. Make sure you go into the next one. And you're going to repeat that and do that all the way around. I'm almost here at the end. I'm going to yarn over twice and do my my not my last, triple crochet, do double crochet here. So as you can see, if I join here, I'm going to be missing one of these triple crochets. So I'm just going to go in front of this one here, do my triple crochet, and then I'm not going to go in the top of the chain 2. I'm going to go into the next double crochet, and I'm going to do a slip stitch. Okay, so now I'm going to chain 2, and I'm going to decrease. So I put my hat on a lot to see what I need, you know, how much space I need before I tie it off. So I'm getting pretty close for my head. So I'm going to yarn over, I'm going to go behind this triple crochet, and I'm going to do a double crochet. Okay, so I'm just going to do that all the way around. I'm just going to skip this one here all the time, especially now that I'm trying it on my head and I have long hair. So just skip this double crochet. You're going to go behind the triple crochet, and you're just going to do a double crochet, and that is going to decrease all the way around. So we're getting ready to tie it off. Pretty close, but just do that all the way around. Skip your double crochet, go into your behind your triple front post, and do a double crochet. Okay, and we're going to do that all the way around. So I went all the way around with the single crochet after the double crochet. Sorry, my camera pooped out on me. So I did go around with the single crochet, and I am going to finish up here my single crochet. I'm going to attach it here to my single crochet, the first one, not right here where I chained one, but the next one. And then I'm going to go around 2 more times with the single crochet, and then we'll be ready to tie it off. So go around 2 more times with the single crochet, a total of 3. So I have a total of 3 rounds with my single crochet. So I'm just going to slip stitch into that top single crochet. I am going to go ahead and cut my yarn, but when I do, I'm going to bring through quite a bit, and I'm going to use this to tie the top of my hat. So make sure you leave more than enough. So I am just going to cut my yarn. It left me quite a bit of a tail here. And I'm going to take my hat and I'm going to turn it inside out. And I'm going to grab that yarn. You could put this on a needle if you wanted to and go in and out. I'm just going to use my crochet hook. And you can see how the top is really nice and little now. I just grabbed a smaller crochet hook and I'm just going to take it through. Do it faster here. I'm just going to weave in and out. So we're just going to pull it through all the way. Do this all the way around. Ooh. And then we're just going to pull it tight. So once you get it all the way through, right back to where you started, we'll pull it tight and tie it off. So I went all the way around. I'm just going to pull it tight. And what I do is I just go across, because here's the middle. I go across and I just take it through. And I'm just going to bring my yarn through. And I like my knots, so I'm going to pull it nice and tight. And then I'm going to tie a knot. Okay, I'm going to cut my yarn. And your hat is done. It's really pretty. See how that closed up really nicely? Has a nice little pattern up there, and this will keep the ears really nice and warm. So I'm really happy with it. Thank you for watching. I hope this turns out as wonderful for you as it did for me. And have a great day. Stay safe. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I really enjoy doing these videos, and I will be back with another. Thank you. Bye.